Hello everyone, I'm Chul. Today I will show you how to set up the VPN using OpenVPN on CentOS 6.3. This video will have two parts. Part 1 focuses on the server configuration and with 3 steps. And the part 2 will focus on client configuration with 4 steps. Step 1. Basic knowledge of VPN. VPN means the virtual private network. It means extend private network across public networks like internet. It means even if we are using public networks like internet, but we normally use this network like a private network. So this one enables a host computer to send and receive data across shared or public networks. It means using shared or public networks, we can send and receive data to each host computers. And normally this one integral part of the private network with all functionality, security, management policies of the private network. So even if we are using public network like a private network, but this private network will support all functionality like a security or management policy like this. For example, before we use VPN, the company can use this kind of network between head office and branch office, head office and supply or manufacturer, or between head office and mobile workers. For this kind of network, normally the company try to use this kind of lease line or PSTN like this. But to use this kind of lease line, normally the company must pay a lot of money. But if we use the VPN, normally we can use public network like internet, but the function and features same to private network like a lease line. So between head office and branch office, head office to supply or manufacturers, head office to mobile workers, we can use private network using public network like internet. And number 2, VPN functions. Normally VPN support tunneling protocols. So using this kind of tunneling protocol, normally VPN can support authentication, data confidentiality, and message integrity and anti-replay. Authentication means to prevent unauthorized users from accessing VPN. Without any authentication, the other users cannot access to VPN. Data confidentiality. Normally for the data confidentiality, we used encryption techniques to protect data from attackers. And the message integrity to detect any instances of transmitted messages having been tampered with. In the middle way, normally we can support this kind of data with the message integrity to check or detect any changes in the middle. Anti-replay, normally we can use the anti-replay features to avoid attackers injecting or making changes in the packet travel from source to destination. So if we use the VPN, normally this kind of VPN service supply this feature: anti-replay, message integrity, data confidentiality, and authentication. Number 3, VPN types. VPN types, there are so many. For example, IPsec VPN, SSL VPN, PPTP, L2TP, and MPLS like this. And especially IPsec VPN normally can be located in layer 2. So here there are many IPsec VPN, for example, pure IPsec, GRE, DM, IPsec VTI, easy VPN, gap VPN like this. Normally this kind of VPN can be used head office and a branch like this. OpenVPN normally belong to SSL VPN. So this one can be implemented over layer 5. And this one normally can be used between host and server. And for the connection, normally you can use web browser. For this video, I already implemented the testing environment. So VPN server, hostname, and IP address this one, and the distribution is CentOS 6.3. And if we are successful to configure the VPN service for this server, then this one will have this IP address, and interface will be tab 0. VPN client CentOS 5.8, and this one will have this IP address, and tab 0 will have will get the IP address using DHCP from this range of network mask. And number 3, VPN client Windows 7 also will have this IP address, and also this one will get this IP address using DHCP. Okay, step to open VPN package. First one, we have to check this package using this command. If we don't have this one, we need to install yum install OpenVPN like this. And after that, we need to check this device for the VPN. And number 4, open VPN files and directory. So after we are successful to install this package, we need to check this kind of file or directory. This one, OpenVPN. This directory will contain main configuration files, and in this directory you can find all document file for OpenVPN. This is the starting script and the plugin file and log file like this. And after that, let's start the configuration here. Okay, before start this one, let's check. Okay, first here, let's IPM -QA grep VPN. So in my case, I don't have, just install open VPN. Okay, yes. Okay, and now I'm successful. So let's check etc open VPN. So we have this kind of the directory, and after that I'll see that init open. Okay, like this. Okay, and after that let's check the USR share DOC VPN here. Okay, we can find this kind of directory. So we are successful to install this package. Okay, step 3. Now let's start the configuration. First one, copy all OpenVPN file for the in the server. First one, cp-r USI share DSC OpenVPN easy-rsa to this directory etc OpenVPN. And after that, open this file and change this one. Export easy-rsa to this one. And after that, copy OpenSSL to this file and start the source. Normally, this command will read all this file. And after number 3, creating private key and certificate as a CA using this one. And now, number 4, create a server key using this one, build key server and server. Number 5, we'll make 2 kinds of keys for the client. First one, build key client. This one will be for the Linux client. And the build key window, this one will be window client. And number 6, diff element parameter. So to start the OpenVPN, normally we need this parameter using this command, build DH or OpenSSL DH parameter out the file name like this. And after that, number 7, we need to make or configure server file, this one. So in this directory, sample configure file, we can find this one and copy here. And after that, we need to configure this kind of things. So let's start this one. Okay, first one, let's USI share DOC open Okay, so here CP easy RSA to etc OpenVPN. Okay, let's open VPN and one more thing. Okay, here cd sample config file. So here, okay, sorry, copy server. Okay, this one etc open VPN. Okay, now let's go open VPN. Okay, now easy RSA and 220 and VARS. Okay, this one first. Let's change line number 15. So here, okay, etc OpenVPN easy RSA and 20 like this. Okay, let's finish. And after that, copy OpenSSL here, OpenSSL.cnf. And after that, we need to give the permission 755 here. Okay, and after that, VRS. So, but here we need to make directory keys like this to keep all the keys we create. Okay, now let's start the source VARS already. So let's start first build CA. Okay, country name in my case will be KH, and province PP, and the city name Phnom Penh, and the company in my case RUPP, and the unit name, okay, IT server, okay, in my case Zheng, and the change name, okay, email address in my case tland12 gmail.com. Okay, so now let's check the keys. Okay, we now found the two keys here. Okay, now let's make a server KH, in my case Phnom Penh, okay, organization RUPP, and the unit IT, and the server command name, and the name challenge, email case gmail.com, challenge password, company name. Okay, sign the certificate, yes. And this one, okay, certificate request, yes. Okay, now let's check the keys. Okay, I'm successful to server key. So now let's make a client key, build key, client. This one will be the key for the Linux client. Okay, this one, the KH, P, the city name, Phnom Penh, company name, RUPP, and the organization IT, and this one, client common name, and change email, tland12 gmail.com. Change password, skip. Okay, yes, sign the certificate, and the certificate request, okay, yes. Okay, let's so can found client certificate and key also. One more thing, we need to make a window. Okay, KH PP Phnom Penh, company name RUPP. Okay, this one IT, window command name, and pass the email, pass, yes, sign the certificate, direct certify, commit, yes. Okay, so now let's check keys. So we can find here Windows certificate and key also. One more thing, build DP Hellman. Okay, now let's check. So here you can find this file also. So now we are successful to make all the keys and the certificate. So now let's start the configuration file. Okay, now I'm staying here, but I don't have any the server file. So let's go USR share DOC VPN. Okay, so here sample configure file. Okay, here server file etc OpenVPN. Ah, okay, yes. Okay, let's open server. Okay, let's start the configuration. Server's configuration. So in the server's configuration, this one, server.conf. First one, the port number, this one will use this one, and the protocol will be the OpenVPN normally use the UDP, and the device will be tab 0. And this line is very important. So certificate, the CA certificate and the server certificate and the server key and the dp-hellman parameter file and the server 10.8.0. This one will be the network address, normally the virtual interface used for VPN connection. So using this command, normally we need to push this network address to the network. And the client to client, it means permitted connection among client. If we are not activate this option, normally even if we are successful to make a connection between server and the client, but connection between client to client cannot be connected. And if we want to give the exact max client number, then here we can configure like this. Okay, and after that, we can the testing starting like this: OpenVPN config and server configuration file. And after that, we need to check the device file to get or to see exact IP address for this virtual device. And the chk config, if we want to register this one to the each run level, then we can use this command. And the number 9, permitting IP forwarding. Normally, OpenVPN must activate this feature using this command. Echo 1 means the activate or permit. 0 does not permit. Frog sysnet IPv4 IP4. This one, but this configuration will be only the temporary the configuration. So if we want to configure this one permanently, then we have to open this file sysctl and we have to change this one. At first, the default section, the setting is 0, but we have to change to number 1. And after that, we can check this setting, permanent setting. And the B, tune device IP forwarding. Normally, if you are using the IP tables as a firewall, in this case, we need to configure like this: input, interface name, tab, and J accept. And the forward also tab, J accept, like this. Then we will finish server configuration. Okay, then now let's start. Okay, first one, line number 32, port number, we'll use the 1194, and the protocol will be UDP. And the device, line number 53, we will use tab. So here, and the first one will be 0. Even if we use the device to tune, it's okay between Linux and Linux. But if you want to use the Windows, then I recommend you to use tab in the device. Okay, and after that, okay, this one, line number 38, 38, 39, and no, 78, 79, and 80. So here we need to configure exact the path like this. Okay, etc OpenVPN easy-rsa 2.0 / keys, CACLT like this. And after that, okay, sub also etc OpenVPN easy-rsa 2.0 keys server CLT, and the server key same etc OpenVPN easy-rsa 2.0 and keys server that key. Okay, and after that, line number 87 here. Okay, let's change this one too. etc OpenVPN easy-rsa 2.0 keys. Okay, this one. Okay, now and the servers, this one 10.8.00. This one will be the network address of the VPN server and client. And after that, okay, this one 9 number push 136 here. Let's change this one. We need to change 10.8.0.0 like this. 10.8.00. Okay, network address 255.255.255. Okay, now and one more thing. And if we want to use DNS, we can activate deleting this semicolon. Okay, and line number 204 here, we can use this one, client to client, like this one, to support the connection between client. And keyboard live. So max, and if we want to activate this one, we can decide exact the maximum client numbers. Default is 100, and non-Windows system here. Let's use the user and group the nobody, and the key and to log file. Okay, now finish this one. So now let's the test using the server configuration file. For the testing of the server configuration file, we can use two kinds of command. First one, we can use the scripting file service ICE open start like this, or okay, service open VPN start, and after that open VPN config server.conf like this. So now here let's check the device. So here we can find the tab 0, and this one has IP address 10.8.01. So now we are successful to start the VPN service. So here, if we want to, okay, open VPN on, then this one will register to all the LAN neighbors. And one more thing, echo proxys net IPv4 IP4 okay forward. So now we permit the forwarding feature to kernel here. But if we want to change the using the permanent settings is ctl conf here. So first one. Okay, now okay, I change this one. So not IPv4 IP forward. Default settings 0, but now I already changed this one to 1. It means the activate this feature. Okay, now I finish and have to okay sys ctl minus p. So here we can find and this one. So now the conflict. So open VPN configuration file, especially for the server part. And the second video, I will start from the step 4, client configuration on Linux. Okay, see you part 2.